here. Looks old. Little towns are so cool. I think you can just park, walk a few blocks, and see all kinds of things. A lot of these little towns sprung up because of the railroad tracks. So they would just build right alongside them. An old building right there, different color bricks, kind of cool. This is the Amtrak station. This is the Wayne County Courthouse. Welcome to Hammeritch Renovation. Today we're in Jessup, Georgia, and I'm going to use today to test out, does replacing this air filter help me with my gas mileage. It was 63 miles to get here today. I'm going to show you the footage from this morning on the ride in to show what kind of gas mileage we had, and that it was morning time. It was about 70 degrees, foggy, has been raining, so it may be stormy on the way home. High is supposed to be around 80 today, so we will see. You know, that is some factors with fuel economy, is temperature. So what I want to do today is I want to put in this air filter in the car, and while I'm at it, I'm going to put this cabin air filter on the inside. This car's had about 30,000 miles put on it since July, and that's 8 months. And I have not put an air filter in it, so I'm curious, will we get better gas mileage? The stated mileage for the highway on this 2011 Hyundai Sonata 2.0 turbo is 33 miles per gallon, and I tend to get a little better than that. And I'm just curious, with all this driving and with the dirt roads in the area near home, how dirty is the filter? So let's get this thing popped open and get it replaced, and we'll check and see what the mileage is on the way home. All right, it's morning. Starting up the car, and I'm going to turn the light on. There we go. I'm going to hit the reset button here for the miles per gallon. I'm going to see what we get on our trip to Jessup today, so we can compare it on the way back with the air filter. So it's just before 7, 68 degrees. We're holding around 60 to 65. We don't have a good sunrise this morning because it's been raining, and it's a bit foggy. That's what the average is at as of now. All right, it is 8 o'clock, 69 degrees. And here's where we are on gas mileage. Not too bad. There's at least 30,000 miles. On this air filter, we got this car at 141,000 miles on it in July, and it's now March, so that's 8 months and about 30,000 miles. And a majority of it, probably 85% is highway, and so the rest is around town. And we live on a dirt road, so I'm gonna be interested to see what it looks like when we open up that airbox. Here's a dirty engine bay. This car works, that's what it does. So here is the air box. 2 clips right there on the top. Let's see, I don't feel any clips on the back, so it probably has tabs. All right, let's go ahead and open up this new one. Now it says it's pre-oiled. It's probably why it's wrapped in plastic. So here's the new side that's going to be in. Let's see how dirty it really is. Well, pretty dirty. It is probably beyond time to put this in. Lift that back up. Now, if I was at home, I would clean out this container, but I'm not. There we go. It is installed. Now let's get this cabin air filter put in, and obviously we're going to be pulling this here open. If it's full of stuff, go ahead and take it out. We got to drop this box. All right, now with about 10 pounds of straws and tissue paper removed, our first move is take these out. See how it drops down? Now it's dropping down, but it needs to come down further because you can't really get in here. Here you're gonna see this. Pop that over and it falls all the way open. And here is where we're headed, right here. Once you get to this point, on the right side, pinch this tab, and that will pull this little cover open. There it is. Look at that, look at that. All right, let's get it opened up. There we go, warning! Now that it's out of the bag, that matters right there. So this is going to be the top. So we'll send it back to its home. Now let's grab the cover. That tab right there needs to go in this slot right here. So get it pushed in there, and it snaps shut. Push this back up. Put this back on here. There we go. All right, grab your cam locks. These go in a certain way. It's bigger on this side. That side's going to go down over here. But you're going to have to push it up so it goes past and then turn. Same thing over here. It's on the right side, big side up. Push it in, back past the plastic, and turn. Now it's locked. Now you can load up all your 10 pounds of napkins and straws in your user manual and close it up. See what I mean? So you can do both of these in less than 10 minutes, probably 5 minutes, and get them both changed. And I'm going to document it. I got a little app that I used called Carfox, and it's free, and it tracks all of our vehicles. I can put in the maintenance, and it will suggest based on time or estimated mileage when things need to be replaced. So you press the little fox and it will load and open up. It always asks this question. I always say not now. And see, I already got the Sonata. It's named Shelby. And this is its service record. So I'm going to put in today what we've done. Need the date. Where. I'm going to press that. And it's self-serve. So I'm going to press that one. I'm going to put the odometer in. Talk. There we go, finally. Put in the odometer, 170,000. There we go. And then the work done. Now you can either press one of those boxes of something that's already up there, or you hit add so you can search. And I'm just typing in air filter. And so it gives you the option of cabin and engine air filter. So click those boxes. And then once those boxes are clicked, you hit add. And now you hit add one final time, now that you see that your information is correct, and it will add it to your service history. And so that way you don't have to think about it. So I'm not sponsored by them. I just really like that app. I have used it for many years, and the frequency that we buy cars and get rid of cars, I think this car here is number 56, maybe 55. It just helps me track this maintenance, because I can't keep track of everything in my head, not going to try to, and at least I can update. And then I can see, have I done this to this vehicle? And I can go and search through it and see what service records are. Another thing I like is before I buy a vehicle, I can enter in the VIN number, and it will show me some of the history, the maintenance history of the vehicle, and show me where it was registered. That's how I found out that my white Ford came from California. So it is a very useful tool, and it's a free tool. So try it out. So now I'm going to start the car. Let's see. How well the airflow is. Yeah, that is so much stronger than before. All right, it's time to head home. 82 degrees. Go ahead and reset this. I had to get gas. There's 0. Let's see what it is that when we get home. Another update. 37.8 miles per gallon. And the bad storm is just ahead. All right, I'm at the end of the journey. I'm down to 73 degrees. The sky is falling. And it got up to 38. Had to sit at a couple red lights, and it's now down to 37.2. So I didn't have to sit at any red lights going on the way down. So I'm gonna go with the 37.8 that I saw a bit ago, because that was just before we got to that red light. So, home again. 37.8 miles per gallon in a car that sticker says should only get 33 on the highway. Not bad. Getting a mile per gallon better just from a filter, not bad either. Especially one that costs 14 bucks. And so that extra mile per gallon, this is a 18 gallon tank, I believe. So extra 18 miles per tank. It's like getting half a gallon better. $1.50 takes about 9 to 10 tanks to pay for your filter. So not too bad. It's genuinely been a good car. I was real worried about it when we found it, started looking, because that was the date range that Hyundai had such an issue with their engines, and I used that Carfax app and I put the VIN in, and I could see its service history, and somebody lived at the Hyundai dealership getting everything done and getting it done on time, and that is always comforting. And that's another reason why I love that app. So get it if you want, don't get it if you won't. It doesn't affect me. I'm not sponsored by them. I just like to share tools that help me do the things I need to do better, and that's one. And that just remembers everything I enter into it and reminds me when it thinks the miles are coming up that it's time to do this. Now, some of your bigger shops, if you have to go and get your oil changed or tires put on, will show up in the app. So when we got our tires done recently, it came up on in there. So I didn't have to save that. So this has been how much better fuel economy will this car get with replacing the air filter. So 1 mile per gallon is what I confirmed on the highway. Who knows if the city's better or not. We live about 20 minutes outside the city, so everything is highway. If you're interested in trying either of the filters I showed you today, that'll be in the description. I'll leave a link to them on Amazon. Cabin air filter was $10. This engine air filter was $14. And you can see 2 minutes to do the engine air filter, about 3 minutes to put in the cabin air filter, and then you probably got about 10 minutes of packing all your stuff into the glove box. But still, you get it done at a shop and it's going to cost. So save some money, do it yourself. It isn't hard. Thank you for watching. See you next time.